Welcome to Tea Time with the Queen of Libraria. Our tea of the day today is a simple white tea, very light and refreshing, even on a hot day. And our guest today is world traveler and slightly notorious pirate, Captain Corinth.
Slightly notorious? I must object.
All I mean is that your notoriety isn't negative like most pirates who aren't known for their good manners and their education and their love of books.
Well, all right then.
What book would you like to share with us today, Captain?
I want to talk about a book that's, to be honest, been around for a while.
Is it Treasure Island?
No. Why does everyone always assume that's the only book I can talk about? I would rather tell you about a great historical fiction novel, Goodnight Mr. Tom, by Michelle Magorian.
Are there pirates in it?
This novel is set during World War II in England. Tom Oakley, an older man who lives alone since losing his wife and child, accepts an evacuated child from London to stay in his home. This was quite the thing because of the fear of Germany bombing large cities during the war. Anyway, the little boy who comes to live with Mr. Tom is Willie Beach, a very quiet and fearful child.
Well, it is a war. I imagine most children would be fearful.
But Willie is fearful for another reason. His life has been one of neglect and abuse. Unfortunately, his mother feels a lot of things are sinful and always punishes her son cruelly to beat any sin out of him.
How terrible!
Well, fortunately for Willie, he leaves with Mr. Tom. While there, he begins to heal, learns kindness, and receives a lot of love from neighbors, friends, and even Mr. Tom.
A happy thing, then, for him to have gone to live in the country.
You know what they say? All good things come to an end? One day, Mrs. Beach demands her son return to her. This leads to Mr. Tom making some decisions, and what happens to Willie in London is shocking.
So not a happy ending?
You know, the only way to find out is to read the book.
Of course. So, who would you recommend to read this book? Who do you think would most enjoy it?
I recommend this book to those book nerds who like history, World War II, or even just a good tale of transformation of a character.
Thank you, Captain. We look forward to having you back again.
So long as you don't expect a pirate story.
Agreed. That's it for today. Thank you for joining us for Tea Time with the Queen of Libraria.